Dreams. Aren't they amazing? Without these abstract fixed ideas, our lives seem tedious and pale, but how the fuck does it work? You see, dreams are fuel for any creative work. This is this magical thinny, magical aspiration that can completely change the course of your life. Just like my dream completely changed my life 10 years ago. You guys know how I like to simplify everything, and the same thing about dreams. So before we go any further, there is one thing that you need to understand. There are two main types of dreams: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic dreams are driven by internal and personal desires. Extrinsic dreams, on the other hand, are driven by external rewards such as money, fame, recognition, approval from other people, and many other things. Both of these types are important, but the most lasting dreams are often combined personal fulfillment with some external rewards. As a grown-up man with some experience in life, I feel obligated to share something important that every person with a dream should realize one day. I want to say it can save 10 years of your life, but this is all personal. At least you will know what to keep an eye on. Each of these steps is important, so let me start with the first one. Growing up, I was always this weird kid with wild imagination. I loved making up stories for my parents, creating deep lores for my toys, performing weird dances in front of my grandma, telling my drunk grandpa fairy tales that he never doubted. There was something about storytelling and performing that felt so natural to me. It was like a part of me. My parents thought I was mental, but that's alright. I'm just an artist. I've never lost interest in making up stories or performing, and I always did it in my way. These things, these activities, they never give me tiredness or burnout, and I never found an excuse not to do it. I think it's just spilled out of me. Your parents might have asked you what you want to be when you grow up. I never had an answer to this question, but I knew I want to tell something to people. So the time went by, I grew up, and when I was 10, I discovered YouTube. And I was so excited about the platform. Even more excited when I first discovered Pornhub. Like any average 10-year-old, my feed was fulfilled with Minecraft videos, which is a very good game for creative people actually. You don't even need to guess that my dream became pretty clear at that time. I wanted to become a Minecraft YouTuber. Why? I just thought it was cool. Even though at that time that wasn't even considered a real career, I was hooked. I was my own boss, and I had the freedom to make whatever I wanted. I don't need to tell you guys, but this is quite obvious. My first videos were so shitty that my entire bloodline would be ashamed and embarrassed of my existence. But who cares, right? They're all dead anyway. So I started creating, and here I've encountered the biggest enemy any creative person can have: burnouts and creative blocks. I don't want to offend Minecraft YouTubers, but I just wasn't cut out for it. Maybe I'm smarter than that or more handsome. Anyway, I had burnout, and it made me realize that I simply got tired of Minecraft stuff. And it's normal for your interest to change over time. So I began experimenting with other types of content. I was desperately searching for my style, something that felt like me. But here's the thing, every time I focused on one type of content, I would eventually get tired and quit. Not because I didn't enjoy the process, but because each genre didn't quite fit. And every time I stopped, I felt emptiness. Maybe I'm just a coward with no willpower. And I've been thinking this way right until the day I realized something crucial. I feel empty and bad not because I quit, but because I wasn't making videos. It was my passion, it was part of me. I just didn't know yet what I wanted to share. And that's alright. How many of us know exactly what we want to achieve in life or tell people? None. And when it comes to you personally, you should just take it as an experience. But if you feel like you're cut out for something different, why would you need to torture yourself? Don't waste time and keep looking further. So I kept searching. A lot of things happened over the years that shaped my creativity, perspective, and approach. I began doing anime reviews, my early lifestyle videos, blogs. I quit everything, even though I had considerably big results and I could easily make a living out of it. But it just wasn't a good match for me. It wasn't a good fit. I just felt like it wasn't entirely my thing. Of course I had breakdowns, burnout, a lot of self-doubt, but no matter what, I just kept posting and making videos because I knew that this is something that gives my life meaning. There's a part of me telling that I have to keep going. I wasn't only focused on YouTube and making vids, I also dreamed of becoming an actor and mangaka artist. I dedicated most of my teen years to that, which influenced me a lot. I grew up in the process. Year after year, video after video, I earned a little bit of experience from each tiny thing that I did throughout this journey. Every video taught me something, sometimes about storytelling, sometimes about myself. And with each project, I could feel myself getting closer and closer to what I was looking for this entire time. And after a while, it wasn't about a type of video or genre anymore. bitch. It was about making something meaningful, something that makes me feel like I'm moving in the right direction. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever solved a puzzle? Yeah, I mean these famous paintings that are split into 1,000 pieces. Do you think it would be interesting to buy an already solved puzzle? No. Why the fuck would you even buy that? And the same thing about your true dreams and desires. Throughout this journey, you're solving your own puzzle. The puzzle of your life. Each step, each phase, each mistake, and every experience works as a piece of puzzle that you finally have found among other pieces. And it gradually becomes a beautiful painting. Don't rush the process, guys, because the truth is, you will solve your puzzle only when you're old and wrinkled, because this is an ongoing process that happens throughout your whole life. Just some people can find one piece at a time, and others can find 2 or 3. But you don't have to compare yourself because this is their puzzle. Everybody has their own puzzle. Their puzzle might consist of 100 pieces, but yours might have a solid 1,000. It's been already 10 years since I first had more of a clear understanding of what my dream is. It appeared in different manifestations throughout all these years, but the main thing has always stayed the same. I've come to realize that the dream is not just some final result, it's the journey itself. And even though it took me quite a long time, I wouldn't trade it for anything. So here's what I want to share with you. Don't be afraid if it takes long. You might find your path quickly. It might take longer. But if it's your true dream and your true passion, you won't regret a single second of it. Every step, every struggle, every single thing, it all counts. We are on this journey our whole life, and there is so much more to discover. I personally feel like I'm finally in sync with my purpose, and I'm super excited about creating more. So guys, just keep going forward, trust the process, and remember, it's not about the destination, but everything you learned along the way. Love you all, guys. Bye.